Samuel French discovered me, as I told you. An editor at French was the one that discovered open admissions on West 52nd and 11th Avenue on the 6th floor of EST, which is where Ensemble Studio was and is. And he had come to see a two one-acts of mine, and one of them was open admissions, and that launched my career because I won the UBA contest, the Off-Broadway Samuel French contest, and you published my play, and my God, out of that came the longer version, which went to Broadway, and then was made into a film. I think I mentioned before with Estelle Parsons and Jane Alexander, and after that, it feels like family to me. It has been a very long time. And this morning as I was coming over, I went to your old address because I knew the old address. And I had worked there. And I remember being called in with a piece of my heart. They asked if I would come in and do the proofing or help them proof. And at that time, there were like huge, maybe you still have them, the huge computer, a huge screen where my play was, and I sat there and went through it and proofed the whole thing, and I thought I was going to die. It was still very hard, but you're very supportive. Somebody brought me a cup of coffee and sandwich and this and that, and I stayed there for about 8 hours, and Charles Van Nostrand was head then, and Charlie and I became friends. We were good friends, and I could call Charlie up was he president? I think he was the president of Samuel French. I could call him up with a problem. I could call him up with anything I wanted and talk to him, and he was kind of like a father figure for me of sorts, and a companion, and nice. And then this book, when he sent me that book, When a Piece of My Heart came out, is this book, I was just floored because it was all, I mean, it just looked like an encyclopedic book, and I thought, my God, am I that good? No, but he thinks so, or they think so. And it was a place where I always felt my career was being advanced, where people were validating that I was a professional playwright, because you get very lonesome sitting alone in a room and typing, and you doubt yourself, and plays sometimes take as long as 3 or 4 years. The Radiant took me 5.5 years to write, and when there's no validation, Samuel French becomes the validator. I mean, a production is a validation, but it comes and goes. But the Samuel French validation, being, you know, the best publisher in the world, I think, of the English language, when you put your imprint on my work, it's just very lifting and very exciting.